when you're sleeping. They check up on you. They write exactly your exact activities while you're doing every 15 minutes, and then they have a flashlight and they like go to your room and check if you're alive or not. It's actually like crazy what they do. And wait, how did I get put in prison? So a few months ago, bro, they some gay people they locked me up. I mean, it's a really long backstory. Maybe I'll explain it like next stream because it's very interesting. It's very demonic. It's very bad what they did to me, and I was suffering there for like 6.5 days, bro. Why did they lock you up? So it was a very bad. So they locked me up. There are like multiple really bad misunderstandings, and these people hated my energy. They've never encountered someone like me who just wants a life max and who just wants to become the best version of himself. And so I try to like drop out of school. You know, as a young entrepreneur, we're always trying to just drop out of school. But here in Australia, you're actually not allowed to drop out of school until you're 17 years old. So I didn't attend and I didn't care. Like I had a meeting with the teachers and I was like, don't care. Didn't attend school. And they actually like sent something to my mom and like I was like required to get therapy. And my mom drove us to a place like a therapy clinic. I mean obviously therapy I don't believe in therapy, especially for a man. If you're sad, you should just focus on your purpose, find a purpose, and work towards it until you're fulfilled. And also, like, get in touch with nature, build a good body, and do good things, delay gratification, stuff like that. But we went to the clinic, and there was like a doctor, and then like a psychiatrist or something, and a translator. By the way, this translator was the ugliest looking dude I've ever seen in my life. You know those black pill or whatever, like looks maxing guys? Like I would genuinely rate this guy as subhuman, bro. Like this guy was like the ugliest guy. He was like half balding, super fat, like looked like a extremely ugly chud. And they took me there. They asked me a lot of questions, and I thought they were testing me out if I had depression. Right? It's therapy. So when they said stuff like, "Am I happy?" When they said stuff like, "Am I happy? Am I doing well?" I was like, "I'm 100% okay. There are no problems with my mental health. I'm 100% happy all of the time." And they really thought like I mean obviously I'm not because no humans are actually like 100% happy like peak happiness. But I said that because I thought they were testing me out for depression, and these people hated my energy. Another question that they asked me was where do I see myself in the future? Like I think it was like 3 or 5 years, and I said I see myself as extremely rich and famous. And they thought, and they thought I was like very delusional, but they never encountered someone who was like making okay money at 15 years old and like hitting the gym and everything, not playing video games, eating whole foods, listening to podcasts and educational content. So they never encountered someone like that. And I actually went around to these people, and I asked, I'm curious, what are your religions? Let's hear it, because they asked me what my religion was. I said Christianity, but I asked them what their religions was. So the gay doctor or whatever or therapist. There was a guy, a girl, and a super ugly translator. The guy, all of them are gay, but like not maybe they weren't actually gay, but like these guys had that super gay energy. They literally had like a little rainbow badge, like LGBTQ badge, and I asked them, "What are your religions?" The gay guy was like, I'm not religious." Like he just speaking like that, super gay, super soft, like not like a man at all. And the girl was like, "Oh, I'm an atheist or I'm not religious as well." And then the translator was like, "I'm agnostic, bro. I'm agnostic." And these guys, if they're atheists or stuff like that, like they're literally like, if you think about it, they're kind of indirectly like pretty satanic, bro. These guys are literally not of God. They're kind of of the devil. They support these super bad things like these rainbow communities and like transgenderism or this like self help super dumb stuff. But there was that, and they labeled me with a condition called hypomania, and I got locked up in a. It was a place connected to a hospital, and I was locked up. They took my shoelaces because it's a standard procedure. They like most people who get in there actually have like a illness or something, instead of this crazy misunderstanding. But they took my shoelaces. They thought they were because people there would try to like kill themselves. I mean, obviously, I would never kill myself. I'm very happy and fulfilled. But they took my shoelace. They took everything from me. They took my phone. I actually have some, and I was locked up in a 5 by 5 meter room. I actually documented it as well. I actually documented my prison experience, and so pretty much, I got there, and then I had a book because my mom gave me a book, and the book was I actually have it with me. Hold on, I'll get it from my wardrobe. There's actually like some crazy lore. I actually journaled my prison experience on this book because I had a book there as well. My mom brought me a book, and she could visit me like once a day. And in this book, as a super smart, dedicated kid, I actually started journaling every single day because I didn't know they locked me up. I didn't know how long I would be there for, bro. They really like put me in a 5 by 5 meter room. I would say 95% of kids my age would have cried there, cause, but I approached it the best way possible. I was journaling. I made a I actually made a. This is what it looked like, by the way. This was like the 5 by 5 meter room. Like it looks colorful and stuff, but you're stuck there. You're not allowed to escape, bro. Okay, like it was this, and then I wrote a checklist I wrote the date of arrival, which was 21st of November 2025, and then on my daily checklist I wrote 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. I didn't know how long I'd be there, but I wrote cold shower to track my goals and stuff. Hold on, I'll move my camera over here. To track my goals and stuff, I wrote, cold shower. I mean, to track my habits, like a daily checklist. Cold shower, meditate, gratitude, cardio, train, and read 2+ hours. And I recorded my wake up time as well. And in prison, I learned a lot of things. Like, oh yeah, the food looked like this. By the way, it was like it was flavorful, but it was just super soft because it's like hospital like mush or whatever. And then they also had a courtyard, and it was like a 5 by 5 meter like fake grass, and that's it. So it's like a fake courtyard. So I literally had no access to anything. Um, but on here I was journaling like prison day one. It's hard to see. I was writing stuff like prison day one, prison day two, prison day three. Rick, Rick. Okay, I have it. Okay. Oh yeah, my mom would sneak my other phone, my because I took my main phone. My mom would sneak my other phone every single day, so I would had quick access, so I could check the markets, so I could check my messages and stuff. But I'll read out the entire like thing. Prison day one. I arrived, no wires or glass. It's literally no shoelaces, no nothing, because people kill themselves here, bro. And there was a nice Hungarian lady, and she gave me chalk. Oh yeah, so. Oh wait, so my camera was like that the whole time. And she gave me chalk, and then she was like, "Give me the chalk back when you're done with your paint, when you're done with your drawing." But little did she know, bro, I wasn't there to draw. I made daily checklist that I was saying just then. But that was that. Made a daily checklist. Oh yeah, there was another girl. I could hear her crashing out. Like she was in like a whole other room. That was like it was like locked, but I would hear her crashing out. And her yeah, my mom visited, blah blah blah. Oh yeah, they also check up on you when you're sleeping. They check up on you. They write exactly your exact activities while you're doing every 15 minutes, and then they have a flashlight and they like go to your room and check if you're alive or not. It's actually like crazy what they do. And I made a prison workout plan, which was like, can I rotate it? No, I can't. But you know, push-ups and stuff, weighted squats, blah blah blah, stretch, handstand. Oh yeah, I was trying to train handstand when I was in prison. Day two, what's chat saying? Move your camera, stupid. Oh, I already did. Okay. Oh, yeah, this was my gratitude journal. I had it at the back of the book, and I was just saying good stuff, bro. I was saying stuff like grateful for warm clothes, grateful for my bed, grateful for these kind workers because they were like nurses that were there as well. So who were like checking up on me. Wait, but I was there and for a total of 6.5 days. There were a lot of cool stories. On day four, I'll probably make a video or stream about like all this in detail with every part of the context and everything. But it was in total it was 6.5 days. On the fourth day, they transported me to a better facility because they knew I was normal. By the way, all of the workers, all the nurses loved me. They knew this was a misunderstanding, and like they liked speaking to me. Like obviously, it's their job to like take care of these kids or whatever. But I could tell that these nurses actually were like super interested. And these nurses, when you're in there, you actually start to realize they're literally just like normal people. There was like a They were talking about like their old life. I mean, their when they were young, and one of the nurses was like, "I used to play this game called Sims, which is like I don't know, it's like Minecraft. I don't even know what it is, bro." And I was like, "What the hell is that? What is that?" Oh yeah, I was speaking to all these people kind and respectfully, and like smiling and like saying good morning and stuff every time I'd see them, because I know how to like because I understand how to like communicate kind of, and I've read how to win friends and influence people and stuff like that. But on the fourth day, they transported me to a better like part of the hospital, and there were kids. There was a girl who literally cut herself. Like I have a sure I won't show you, but there was a girl, bro. She literally had like 15 cuts on each arm, bro. It was like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, like blah 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 blah, and then leg. Like this girl really like, cut herself. Like she actually had a problem. And there was another girl. Like they're all emo. This theory about like I think it's called like septum ring theory or some, but it's like about people who get piercings on like their mouth or nose make their entire personality about their trauma, and that is so damn true, bro. Like all of these kids, all these girls go there, they have like piercings. There was a kid. There's like a if I were to guess, he's probably like 10 years old, some other kid, and then I had a lot of conversations with these kids. I got a free IQ test. I did a lot of things. I spoke with the nurses. I was put in like a yoga therapy class. I was put in like an art therapy class. I was doing a lot of things. And there was another girl who was like she was brown, but she wasn't Indian or like not that type of. She wasn't Asian, but she was brown skin, and she was doing everything so damn slowly. Like she would walk super slow. She would like I don't know. She would like drink water super slow. Like she would talk super slow. And she was doing everything super slow. But what was crazy is like I saw her draw like in real time, and she drew like a like crazy masterpiece, like in a couple minutes. Like she was actually like gifted at drawing, but she was slow at everything else, which is pretty interesting. And there are a lot of these people. My prison experience was now that I think about it, and now that it's over, I'm grateful for it. I learned a lot of things. It's a wonderful story. Like I'm telling it to you guys right now on stream. But that was my time in prison. That was literally like only like 5% of it. I have a lot more a lot more details about it. Bro, I'm eating minced beef and noodles, and it looks kind of weird. But like, yeah. Um, I'll probably talk about it the rest another day. But that was like a quick like recap of my prison experience. I mean, I call it prison, but they really took a I call it prison, but they really took a 15-year-old innocent kid who was just trying to improve his life, who had high goals, who was respectful, locked him up, and made him like not free. Like this would have been so traumatizing to other kids who wouldn't understand how to navigate a situation like this. Because keep in mind, once I got there, and every single day after that, except for like day 6 or 7, okay, except for like day 6 or the day after that, I did not know how long I was gonna be locked up for, bro. They put me in for no reason, and I mean the reason was there are like bad misunderstandings about stuff, and one of the I don't know well-being teachers because I had multiple meetings with my teachers, and one of them once I was in class, instead of like paying attention to the teacher, I was reading my own book. I think I was reading Meditations or something, and I kind of got reported, and some well-being teacher spoke to me. I went to her office, blah blah blah, and she turned out to be like a really I won't say. I mean, she might be watching this one day, but she was not a good person, like genuinely, and she misreported a lot of things I said. Like a lot of the things I said were like I would get how he was asking how I made money, and at that time I would kind of get like I was in Telegram groups and stuff where I'd get insider information and stuff like that. And I explained it all well, but she somehow told the therapy clinic or whatever that I said I was getting information from outside the universe. Like these people really questioned me. By the way, there were tests every day when I was in prison. Like there was a blood test. A funny story, bro. Hold on, I'll get a pillow so I can like show it. On like day 2, they try to give me like get blood from my bro. I'm wearing this shirt because like my friend bought it for me, but it's kind of weird. I don't even like Tay anymore. But anyways, let me change. Let me move the camera. Damn, I'm looking chopped right now, bro. Low key. So it's the lighting. It's the angle. But they got a pillow. They got everything set up. I was sitting there, and then they got like a freaking needle, and then got on my arm, and I missed. So they did it on my other arm, got everything ready, took off the sticker of the thing, got the needles, got everything set up, got like the little table, got the pillow here, and then they're like, I'll get a pen. It was something like, and I missed again, bro. These guys are literally torturing me for like many minutes, bro. These people, how can you be so incompetent that you miss a needle twice in a row when the patient's literally still and he's not autistic and he's like a good kid, bro? Like that's crazy. And they stuck up like 8 friggin' stickers on me to like measure my like heartbeat or whatever. And like these people, we had crazy checkups like every single day, and it was just like it was a very interesting experience, bro. But I will talk about the rest another day. So there's that. Let's see what chat's saying. That is a very interesting experience, of course, bro. It is, man. Like they make you want to kill yourself when you're in there. Like normal, like I was good before going in there, and then when I was in there, like you get some crazy thoughts because like you don't know how long you're stuck there for and stuff. But when I left, oh yeah, there were people interviewing me every single day, and they were like, "How do I make my money?" Blah blah blah, bro. Why does my face look so asymmetrical with this camera? Okay, but I'm getting interviewed every single day. I got a free IQ test. I gave a speech to a bunch of depressed girls in art therapy class. I had some like fun conversations with the yoga teacher. The yoga teacher, bro. Okay, this is the last thing I'll say about the prison thing for today. But the yoga teacher, they put me in a yoga class because like it's good for like therapy, which it actually is. It actually is pretty good. But the yoga teacher was like a 60-year-old woman with like my hair, but like red, like as a woman, and like it was the same thing like all around. And she had braces. Oh, my bad. She had braces at like 65 years old, and like she was talking about like how people were like saying that she's a yoga teacher, but she can't do the splits. But she was like, so I can do other things, and the splits is mostly like genetic or whatever. She was saying stuff like that, but she turned out to be very chill. She was actually a nice person. She was talking about how grounding and getting sunlight and like walking on grass and dirt like barefoot is good for you, which I knew that, so I respected her because that's actually a very good point, which a lot of like modern therapists or doctors don't really understand. But getting in touch with nature, like it's crazy that the hold on, let me search up how long have humans existed for. Let's see what Google says. Bro, it's crazy that for the hundreds of thousands of years that humans have existed with the sun, with nature, and they were healthy, that the sun actually turns out to be healthy for you, to be good for you, bro. Like that's crazy. A lot of these people applying sunscreen is toxic for you, and I can get into a lot because they're like there's like chemicals, and stuff that lower testosterone. But that was my prison experience, and I was journaling it on a Discord server because I'd get access to a phone for like 10 minutes because my mom would sneak in a phone. But there's that.